I am obsessed with Taylor Swift.
Same.
I have always loved her. I mean, her music has just gotten me through so much. I sound like a freaking psycho, but
me too.
Her music always like matched up with my life. And I just remember like the first time I heard Our Song is St. Door, like going on a school field trip and like whatever grade it was. And I love her, and I'm obsessed. I'll put a pin in it there. Anyways, I feel like with social media now, you know, anything's possible. And when Miss Swift got a TikTok, I was like, holy Shysta, we are like within striking distance. Like I've got a decent little platform here on TikTok. She's on TikTok, and I had already been doing these videos where I explained Taylor Swift to my fiance Max,
they're so funny.
Well, how the videos even came to be was when Evermore came out, we were literally in the car, and I was like, babe, this track is about she killed the husband because he cheated, and I'm like explaining, and I'm kind of realizing how ridiculous this is, and I said, do you mind if I just put my phone here and film this? And he was like, sure. So I kept explaining, and then a few weeks later I was bored. I was like, I'll edit this up, I'll put it in a video. Sorry, this is a really long story.
No, keep it going.
Okay.
This is perfect. I asked.
So I post the video. It's like explaining Evermore to my boyfriend at the time, and I post the video. It does really well, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, this is easy money. I do this in every single car ride. Like when people ask me, are they scripted or this, I was like, no, we get in the car, I play the song, I explain it, I edit it. Anyways, Wildest Dreams, Tay-Tay re-releases it, Taylor's version, and I'm like, oh my God, I just felt it in my soul. I was like, if I react to this and it goes viral, I know she will see it. And so I was like, babe, I have to explain this song to you. So, you know, we do a little
car ride.
Car. Yes, literally. Drag his ass in the car. We film the video, and then I post it, and it goes viral. And for like 2, 3, 4 days, it's like viral. And I'm like, how has she not seen it? And I'm like looking at her likes, like, cause she's seen all these videos tagging Wildest Dreams Taylor's version. I literally posted my Instagram story, like, you guys, I'm having a really tough day because Taylor Swift doesn't know who I am. And my mom literally was making fun of me, like, get over it. Like, it's like, just we're having a great day. And then 2 days later or something, I woke up in the morning, I check TikTok like I always do. I'm literally, when people say they wake up in the morning, they brush their teeth, they do all these things, and then they touch their phone an hour later, I'm like, I roll over to my phone, I check it in bed, I send 7 emails, I splash, like my morning routine is a joke. Anyways, I see TikTok notifications, someone has commented, she commented. That was the comment I saw from like a follower. It said she commented in all caps, and I was like,
oh my God. Why did I just get chills?
No,
that's so embarrassing.
I knew what it was. Well, because it's literally,
yeah, it's a very big deal.
Yeah. So I go to the video, and Taylor Swift has commented on my video on TikTok, and I quote, ha ha ha, I cannot stop laughing, I love you, with 3 laughing cat emojis.
I love, first off, that you have it down. And then the best part about this story to me is she literally puts it on her website homepage.
Okay, me? Okay, well, that's actually, we can consult about that now. So I made a TikTok as a joke, and I put the quote there because it was like,
no, but you actually need to keep it there.
Okay, so I had it there because I was like, let's roll with it. And literally everyone in my life who's reviewed my website was like, you have to move this. They're like, no one cares about this as much as you, and it needs to be gone. Whereas when I talk to anyone who's a fan of Taylor Swift, they're like, are you kidding me? That's
Absolutely.
fine. You should get a tattoo. Like,
yeah,
let's level it up.
I want to go back to, you mentioned a little bit of imposter syndrome. How have you navigated imposter syndrome?
I mean, I had it this morning. I came in and I recorded a solo episode for my podcast before this, and I'm literally like, my heart's pounding, and I'm like looking at this script I wrote because I'm just like, do I know what I'm about to say on this? And do I have answers? And this can be valuable. And I'm in the bathroom speaking out loud, Victoria. It's okay. If it's not a good episode, we just don't air it. Like, I psych myself out and feel like an imposter in moments where literally no one else is around. So that's just why I share that example. But I guess the way that I've dealt with it is, I think forgiveness. So like, if I don't do something perfectly, or if I make mistakes, like, it's okay. I think imposter syndrome stems from this idea that we have to be perfect. Like, in the moment, I've got to seem like I'm really smart to be here. I'm really good at my sport to be here. I'm an expert podcaster. And so I think lowering that bar a little bit, I can just be me, right? And then also I think calling it out. I also speak at colleges, and I was speaking at Harvard, not to like really drop that as a flex,
but that's just the facts. So yeah, sorry.
I think it just is a good example. Yeah. My mom came on the trip with me, and I literally remember the whole time, like, Harvard, like, what? am I going to say to these women that they don't already freaking know? Like, they go to Harvard. I mean, you want me to say them? Like, what am I going to say? So that's what I was thinking, honestly. I'm like, they're going to think my keynote is like stupid and blah, 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 this Valley girl from California. And so, you know, as I'm talking to my mom, she's like, you should just kind of say that in the beginning, sweetie. She's like, just tell them that. And so I went up there, and the very first thing I said was, I got to be honest. I don't know why you guys have me here. Like, I made some joke about you guys are so smart. Like, what am I going to tell you? You know, I really said it, and they kind of giggled, and I was like, whew, I took a breath. Like, okay, the pressure's freaking off. Like, they know my biggest fear right now. And so I use that skill all the time with speaking, like being honest about how I'm feeling. And I think if you're about to talk to someone about something scary and you have this, like, just, you know, before you talk, hey, oh, God, I've had a lot of anxiety around this conversation. You mean so much to me, and like, this is important, and I'm afraid I might say something wrong. But anyways, here it goes. You know, that just like really lifts off the stress, and you're no longer an imposter because you've outed yourself, right? The imposter is like, are they going to find out that I'm not smart, or I'm not this, or that this is my fear? So if you lead with your fear, who's anyone to find anything? Because you're in control and you've told them that.
I love that advice. It also just kind of like disarms everyone.
Yes.
And people who are very real up front, especially if it's a speaker, like someone that I'm not talking to one-on-one, I feel like you just connect with them in a much like deeper, even like more valuable way.
Right.
Because they're just being like fully honest.
Right. That's something that Dak Shepard once said on Armchair Expert was, vulnerability is how you connect with people. And like, for one of us to sit here and say, like, when you said your family struggled with addiction, so did mine. And like, that automatically in my book, I'm like, oh shit, like I feel something for you. Like I relate to you. Like it's different than like a surface level thing. And when when you lead with that vulnerability, you connect with people. If one of us came in here and was like, oh, I did all these amazing things and I'm never sad and I'm always perfect, like we're not connecting. And so it's true. Like that is how we can connect with other humans. And I think connection is something people crave. Like I want more friendships. I want to feel meaning and purposeful in people's lives. And the way you form those bonds is through vulnerability.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the Dear Media YouTube channel for more videos.